Hello everyone, and once again welcome to yet another broadcast. Why is my camera moving? Anyways, so it's been a couple of weeks, and this is distracting. Broadcast number 7 was just uploaded, and this one is called Birdwatcher, and the last one was called Birdwatcher. So I think that whenever it's Birdwatcher, it focuses on Noah's character. And I suppose this is their way of giving him a actual name, in which case we will call him, Birdwatcher. So, the way I figured is now I should have each reaction kind of structured. First part will be kind of a recap. The second part will be the reaction itself, and the third one will be kind of like what I'm thinking is happening and where it's going. So, kind of a recap of the last broadcast. Things have been things got interesting. We have more of a story, we don't have more of a story, but we do have an antagonist. We do have an antagonist, a monster, a creature. I don't know what to call it. I called it the entity. Just because I don't have anything else to call it. Now, we did have the camera movements happening, the camera moving autonomously. I think that's going to become more apparent very soon. Now, a friend of mine and I have been watching Marble Hornets from the beginning, and honestly, there wasn't much of a story in the beginning either. So this is kind of following the same pattern of slowly being pieced together. And by the time you reach the 13th, 14th entry, you kind of get an idea of what's going on, especially once Jay gets starting involved in the story himself, not just passively watching on cameras. So I'm thinking that very soon, maybe 3 or 4 broadcasts, we might be getting some story with things actively happening, characters actively doing things. Now, other things I'm noticing is that, again, this is Clear Lakes. Now, a lot of people have been saying a few theories that I agree with, in which I will take back my previous theories. My previous theory that this being a prequel or happening alongside Marble Hornets, it's not, it's after. A lot of people are saying that Tim is giving the tapes, Alex's and Jay's tapes and his own tapes, to the delivery man, taking it somewhere, and he takes it somewhere. A lot of people are saying, that's Tim. When this is after Marble Hornets, this is after entry 87. And looking at the evidence, I have to agree that this is definitely after Marble Hornets. What that means, I don't know. Simply because it could mean any number of things. Other things, that this is non-linear. Like Marble Hornets was non-linear as well, but this is to the point where we're not told it's non-linear. We have to figure out that it's non-linear. Things are happening out of story order. That's entirely possible as well. I'm not sure on that one. We need more evidence, but judging from the thumbnail of broadcast number 7, it looks like it happens right after broadcast number 6. And considering it's 3.5 minutes long, the longest broadcast to date, that's not saying much considering it began a month ago. Considering that it began a month ago, it's not saying much. But regardless, it's the longest one, which means it has the most potential for things happening. But what do I want? Well, I don't want someone to sit down and go, this is what's happening. But I want something that we can piece together, something that we can understand, okay, this is what's going on, this is what's at stake. We have a creature, we have static. What does that mean for Birdwatcher? What does it mean for Tim? Is Tim going to show up, or was Tim's cameo their way of saying that this takes place after Marble Hornets and takes place in the same world? I don't know. Without further ado, broadcast number 7. Okay, we have Birdwatcher sitting in his chair, waking up with a start. confused. Weird camera distortion. I wonder if you can watch this in 3D. Oh my god, that'd be cool. Looks like he just had a nap, but it's good to know he's okay. Things didn't exactly end well. But I was looking for his cane because he kind of needs it. He's just like, god damn. Where's my cane? Camera. See, now it's way over there where he dropped it. So it's possible he thinks the entity attacking him was just a bad dream. But this says otherwise. Well, we know otherwise. He's picking it up. Good job. Oh, oh, oh. So that's the first dialogue we've actually heard. I'm going to rewind this and rewatch it and kind of... Okay, now here we go again. The camera's moving on its own. It's following Birdwatcher. How? Why? I don't know. What is happening? What? Point of view shot? What is happening? Is he possessed? Because he's... What is happening right now? Everything is... What? I'm sorry. What? I'm confused. I am very confused. Because it went to a point of view shot. What does that mean? Is he part of the system? See, he started getting very staticky. So it's entirely possible maybe both static or as I say, the walker, because it seems that whenever they name, it seems that Birdwatcher, Walker, it's saying like whose perspective it's watching. So that's very cool. So between Walker and Birdwatcher, it seems like they're both afflicted with a static kind of thing. But here's the thing, there was a complete camera shift. As soon as the door opened and he left, he walked outside, it became very, very strange, very visually different. What does that mean? I don't know. Now, I'm going to rewatch some of this again, and I'm just going to listen to the dialogue because I couldn't really tell due to the heavy voice distortion, make it sound like they were talking over the radio. unfortunately my internet is rather slow. Okay. Alright, here we go.
I'm narcoleptic. I don't... Yeah, I was awake. I was doing the...
Alright, here we go. No, when he got up, there was a bunch of static.
It was like a dream. Right? Yeah, I was awake. I was doing what we talked about. Right? No, I'm not narcoleptic. I'm definitely not narcolepsy. That's fine. I just need you to come over. I can't come to you. I'm not... No, I need you to come here. I am not ready at all. I appreciate it. Hold on. Yeah, 8:30. It's actually fine. Alright. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Okay. See, and then from that point, there's this obvious audio distortion. The thing is that the way that it looks at this point, when he turns around and the camera starts falling behind him again, it looks like it's nighttime. It looks like it's nighttime now. That's not the case from what we saw outside. Now, just to sum up the conversation, because all of you can probably just listen to the conversation yourself, he seemed like he was talking to a close friend of his about what he saw. He was like, I don't know what it was just a bad dream, I don't know, no, I'm not narcoleptic, meaning that he just fell asleep. He thought he had a nap, he just fell asleep. But obviously it troubled him enough that he's concerned, and he wants his friend to come over and talk to him about it. And apparently that's what he's opening the door for his friend now. Unfortunately, his friend is not there, because that's when things get very weird for the next minute. Turns to white. They get this like almost negative look as Birdwatcher is kind of confronted by something. Because he reacts to something. He sees something. It's just like, what the fuck? His hands start shaking. They start to get very staticky, and he notices this. He sees his hands flickering. The ground starts to flicker. More specifically, his shadow starts to flicker. He looks up, he sees a bright light. Bright light becomes overwhelming, and say, here's an idea. What if this is aliens? Think about it. Attacked by something, camera distorts. He looks up to see a great big blinding light that envelops him completely. I think a case could be made that this is aliens. I don't know though. It's too early to tell. But I don't know. It would be something different from these guys. You know, to go from the operator, the Slender Man, to aliens. Interesting idea. It'd be very bold of them to do that. But he sees something happening to him. He looks out and he sees his hands are flickering. He sees the ground is flickering. He's reacting to it. It's not just us. We're seeing what he sees. And at that moment, he's seeing what we're seeing, which is the camera flickers, the obvious distortions in his vision, and the camera's vision. the question remains, one of the biggest questions, who's uploading these broadcasts? Who's uploading these broadcasts? Who's watching these people? When it was stationary cameras, I was like, well, it's clearly security cameras. But it's not anymore. We know it's not. But that just begs the question, what is it? What specifically is it that we are seeing, or rather seeing through? Things are happening, and it is going to tell, like, this is obviously a bigger part of a larger picture. But right now, it's just really friggin' weird. I like it, but it's just really weird, and I don't know how to deal with it. There's nothing really else I can say at this point. Everything else is kind of straightforward. It's all very up in the air. We still don't really know what's going on. And we're kind of just left to piece it together by ourselves. Granted, we do know a little bit more about Birdwatcher now from this conversation. Number one, he's had this kind of conversation with his friend before. Number two, his friend has come over like this several times. You know, I need you to come over. I can't go over there. I'm not ready. He's got a limp, you know. That's all. He's going to take some time for him to go anywhere. And his friend accuses him of being narcoleptic. He's like, no, I'm not a narcoleptic, which means he's either A, known for falling asleep very easily, which I can relate to. Number two, he is narcoleptic and just doesn't want to admit it. How this will fit in, how this will work, I'm not sure. We'll find out in another couple of weeks, I suppose, when the next broadcast comes out. Otherwise, well, there's nothing else I can say at this point. It's all I've said all I can say. It's a weird broadcast. It's a very weird broadcast. But that's all there is to it. I just don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect. Anyways, I'm gonna go start editing on this, and I will see you guys in the next broadcast. See you later.